bike was performing as it should. After all, it is a Honda. No mega power or performance to her, which some might say is boring. But if reliability is boring, then that's fine by me, as she'd just turned over 50,000 miles, or 80,000 kilometres to our European friends. This town felt very cosmopolitan. Plenty of coffee shops and restaurants, all geared towards tourists, which there were several, but not so many that it felt too much of a rush of people in the streets. This was the overwhelming feeling in Croatia, a relaxed and easygoing population of folk, just happy to see you. After a while, it was time to resume my ride along the coast, with the scenery and the road only getting better. Well, there was certainly no excuse to go hungry, especially when this sight greeted you at the side of the road. The temperature was still climbing, so these trees looked very inviting with the shade they offered, and a chance to do a catalogue pose at the water's edge. Well, enough of trying to look cool, and that time of day to fire up the internet was upon me again for a spot of hotel hunting for later on. Now, where shall I park? Of course, the locals. I mean, I'm sure my bike will blend in. And talking of blending in, surely in that hat I don't look like a tourist. Time to mingle with the locals again. I don't know how I do it. I soon realised these wedding processions would be going on all afternoon. No sooner had one gone past, within 10 minutes you could hear another happy couple and all their guests coming down the street trying to outdo the last lot with a better singing band. Well, this hotel, I was banking on it being fairly good. That ain't too bad, actually. It's got 2 doors leading onto the balcony. So, all in all, not too bad, and a nice view. But it has got its quirks. Like, when you want to switch on the bathroom light, you had to find it first, and it's hidden by the wardrobe. It's fair enough, you can still reach it. Then I thought, right, now how about security? Some of them have safes, don't they? Well, this one also has a safe in here. But I think they can just pinch the shelf if they want to as well. So, pointless using that. Well, I think the main concern is the jemmy door, which has been bossed with a bit of angled metal and a couple of screws. So I think I should chuck my pannier against the door tonight, which will make a large clattering noise if I have an intruder. Hopefully, I just haven't got round to mending it from someone else getting done over. Oh, and obviously, it means I've got the aircon on now to cool the room off. You don't really want to be spending time on the balcony, unless of course you brought your air defenders. So I'll just ignore that noise and just concentrate on the view. Well, thankfully, the storm kept itself the other side of the mountains, but it still allowed me to enjoy the free light show it had to offer, as I got things ready for the next day. Good morning, world. And what a beautiful morning it was. I hadn't been on the road that long before I came across some more reminders of Croatia's not too distant past. Having paid my respects, the next stop would be for a coffee. This poor fella must have been feeling the heat. By the amount of boat club stickers on the Armco barriers in this lay-by, I obviously wasn't the only one who thought this road was awesome. Weather, tarmac, scenery, all perfect. No wonder motorcycles were the dominant vehicles on this route. Some local bikers that I'd met in the lay-by had told me about a bike event on the island of Rab that day, so that's where I was now heading. An event in support of women bikers, and all were welcome. And indeed, the bikers I met at the ferry port made me feel very welcome, and they were eager to chat to the English guy with the unusual teddy bear fixed on the back of his top box. It was only a short ride on the ferry, 15 minutes at the most, or at least that's how it felt, because no sooner had I found a shady spot out of the heat, it was time to head back down to the bike and disembark onto this, at first glance, rocky and barren island. And also, what is it about ferries and car alarms? There's always one, isn't there? If I had to pick somewhere to hold a bikers event, I couldn't think of anywhere better to have it. It was certainly drawing the bikes in, and it was still only mid-afternoon. A local dealership was using this to its advantage by having its demo fleet available for the visitors to try. There was going to be some bands performing in the evening, so while that was getting set up, I went for a wander around the narrow streets of Rab. The restaurants were doing well, as more bikers were arriving all the time. And back in the town square, some fine tuning was happening at the stage. With the sun getting low and bike numbers swelling, it was soon time for the bands to hit the stage.